Hey everybody, it's David, MSOM 612, week 2 in the books. I want to spend my recap time today talking about the short answer. You saw the hedgehog concept. I had a video in the discussion forums on those. So just remember, if you respond to my video, because I want you to watch it. If you respond to my video, that counts as one of your 2 responses. So I talked in that one about the hedgehog concept. So I want to spend time talking about the short answers. First of all, just in general, your short answers need to be more detailed. I'm looking for application on these, and the reason I'm looking for application is if we're presenting concepts to you that are business or professional concepts, I want to see that you understand them, see that you can apply them. And if all you do is regurgitate what Colin said, I have no idea whether or not you understand the concept. I do understand that you probably understand how to use the Microsoft Word copy paste function. So I'm much more interested in seeing you take a concept that Collins presents and apply it to something that you're familiar with. That way, key learning happens that way. So anyway, enough of the rant on that. Um, but the short answer this week screams balance. So chapter 6 of Good to Great, and you'll hear this about with Collins in all his books. He talks about balance. He talks about discipline, and those Good to Great companies are those who are really good at balance. Um, and so, the first concept there was freedom within a framework. I've always been a big fan of providing employees, people, volunteers, or whatever a framework, because once you have a framework that's repeatable, not only can they use it in that scenario or situation, they can use it moving forward. So frameworks are really, really important. The whole concept of rinsing the cottage cheese, I thought this week was really interesting as well. My takeaway on that one is, you hear sometimes, and there are 2 schools of thought on this. There will be some business writers who say, get 80% of what you need to get and then act on it, because if you wait for 100%, you're going to get slogged down. Um, and then there are others who want you to be so disciplined that you sweat the small stuff. And the whole rinse the cottage cheese piece is, I think, a sweat the small stuff component. Um, Part of this in building sustainable organizations is building a sustainable culture. And when you have tyrannical leadership, um, are the the leader with 1,000 volunteers, or a leader with 1,000, what does Colin say? Leader with well, you know what I mean. I mean, it's like a leader and 1,000 doers. Then that's not developing a good form of leadership at all. He talks about it, fanatical adherence to the hedgehog concept, making sure that you stay within those 3 concentric circles. And then the biggest takeaway that I had this time is to develop a stop doing list. And whenever I consult with organizations, they always tell me what they want to do, what they want to do, and I said, okay, that's great what you want to do, but what are you going to get rid of? And particularly when I do church consulting. Church consulting and churches are absolutely horrible about doing a stop doing list, because there is one person in the church or the congregation perhaps who that impacted, and so you can't get rid of it. And so you just see this layering upon layer upon layer upon layer. And so the churches that I consult with, I say, before you add something, there's this process you have to go through, and it involves at least getting rid of 2 things. And so, and at some point in time, if you're um, fanatically adherent to that, you'll be able to do a one-for-one swap. So hopefully you found those interesting this week. Again, on the short answers, give me a bit more on those, and you'll find it helpful. All right, take care.